Libra, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of January 2023, and I'll do the reading for you, and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Libra, back. The overall energy for the reading, the Nine of Swords. Yeah, a little bit stressful, I would say. This situation, your patience is being tested. I think so, through this situation. So let's see, the Temperance card starting off the reading, crossed by the Six of Cups. There's a soul connection you're dealing with, and you've been dealing with the situation for quite a while. The thing is, it's not that you're dealing with it for quite a while, you're dealing with it at the stage that it is for quite a while, which is looking a little bit stagnant, a little bit like what's going on. I don't know, nothing and everything, you know? So I don't know what it is in your focus here. The Hangman, trying your best to take a step back, to try to look at things from different angles. In the recent past, the Lovers, I kind of get the sense that it's the same situation. Maybe it was more intense in the way it's coming through here, in the way it's showing up. I don't know. In your Strength, the Judgment card, you are growing through this. You are learning a lot of lessons as we speak, as you go through this experience. You may not believe so, because it's one of those things where you're shown quite patient-ish, and as if nothing's happening, you know? So you look at the situation and you're like, what am I learning? I don't know exactly, but a lot. With these cards here, I'm betting a lot, which you'll see later on in time when things kind of shift, possibly. In the immediate future, the Devil, this could be an energy that is unhealthy for you. It could belong to you. It could be brought to you. I don't know. Supporting this reading, the Six of Wands. See, you're giving me a sense of, normally I would say, okay, you've gotten used to things the way they are, but it's not that. It's not that. I feel like you are recognizing something good out of this. I'm not sure what yet, but something. The energy surrounding you that you may not be aware of it. The Hierophant. There's something happening here, and it's beyond this connection. It's not about this. This is kind of like taking the stage, but it's not about this. It's something beyond that. It's something quite transformative for you, and I feel like it's shifting your whole belief system, this whole situation, without you necessarily being aware of it. In your hopes and fears, the Six of Swords. Yeah, hoping that things will kind of shift, possibly. I feel like there's a desire for a shift, because for some reason I'm getting a lot of stagnation over this. Kind of like, you know, it would be nice if things were a little different. In the potential outcome, the Knight of Cups. This is good. This is your heart opening up. What is this? Let's clarify. Let me clarify the Nine of Swords. The Two of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, because it all looks like... It all looks like this situation has been done and over with, you know, for a while, but it feels undone. It feels like, no, it hasn't. Something still keeps you in there. Even if it is emotionally, even if it is just an energetic kind of exchange, that's still alive. But it looks so faded that it's you're showing me this situation is done, but I'm still up in the air about it. You know what I mean? And there's stress. There's a little bit of stress tied up to that, because it's like, well, if it's done, why the hell isn't it done? Let's do the Temperance card. The Ten of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Justice card. Yeah, I mean, you want happiness, I get it, and for quite a while you've been trying to reach that place of happiness, at least for yourself. I do see another energy attached to that happiness, but I feel like that's where your energy was at, like trying to make things better here, trying to work with this connection, whatever this connection represents to you. But it's a tough one. It's a tough one. It's not looking like smooth sailing at all. But you're still somehow connected to this. Let me do the Six of Cups. The Four of Swords, the Magician, the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you still want love here. You still are trying to manifest good things in this situation. I don't. That's why you're still connected to it, because you didn't necessarily let it go in that way of, okay, it's done, so then I'm done. No, the situation was done. You weren't done here, since you're still kind of trying to put love on it. Let me do the Hangman in your focus. The Devil, the Four of Pentacles, the Hermit. Interesting. Ooh. I don't see you. That's the thing. That's my dilemma in this reading. Because, okay, it happens where something didn't work out, but you still feel connected to it. Okay, I've ran into those readings plenty of times. It's okay. What unsettles me for this one is, how do I put it? You somehow forgot about yourself in this situation, in terms of you were within the situation in a certain place in how you felt about it, and then your life moved on and you did your thing, you healed, you worked with yourself, you did a bunch of things, and a bunch of things show up as new experiences for you. In terms of this one, it almost feels like you got yourself stuck in the same place that you were with it a very long time ago, but the energy of it feels the same, as if you got yourself stuck in it. How the fuck do I explain this? Again, your life runs, everything's fine. When it comes to this particular situation, you're stuck there. Because all you did was, let me take a step back, let me try to look at things in a different way, let me, and that in itself was supposed to bring you a lot of healing, but you forgot yourself in that place. You in that place of, let me take a step back, you got stuck in there. And instead of from there going into healing, you forgot that aspect of healing that, so that you unstuck yourself and you go right along with everything else that happens in your life. As I said, 90% of you goes on with your life, everything's fine, you're doing your thing, but that 10% is still stuck in that place of, let me look at things from different angles. And you got stuck there. You're still looking at things from different angles, but within the same energy. So that keeps you stuck to this connection. That's why I'm kind of, as I said, I've done readings where, okay, things didn't work out, there's still this connection, life moves on, whatever. Yeah, no, a part of you is stuck there. That's the thing. That's my, what is it? Okay. Let's see the Lovers in the recent past, because I feel like that's where you got stuck. Three of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Page of Wands. Yeah, not understanding how something so powerful, so strong, so intense as this showed up, at least back then in the past, that caused a lot of pain apparently, and a lot of overthinking, not understanding why the hell it's not working out when it has so much to it. That's what keeps you stuck. This refusing to accept that, okay, maybe it's not working out. Yeah, it carries all of that, all of this, all of everything, but it's shown me that it's not working. So am I going to accept that, Or am I just going to sit here and wonder all of my life why? Why isn't it showing up different? Why isn't it working out? Why isn't, instead of being like, okay, it's not working out. You know, that's what keeps you stuck there. And it keeps you stuck into a pretty painful cycle there. Let's do the Judgment card. The Judgment, the Judgment in your strength. The Knight of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Death card. That 10%, that part of you that's stuck, it's actually your heart. So that tells me your heart isn't open at this time. It's somewhere there, lost in the past of whatever this is, was, I don't know. You're not seeing it that way though. You're telling me, no, I've healed, I've worked a lot, I opened up my heart, blah, blah, blah. Which, as I said, 90% of you, yeah, did that. Totally. But the most important part of you is still stuck in there. You didn't take it with you. As much as you think you have, as much as you think you're, no, I'm whole moving forward. No. Your heart stayed somewhere there. In that place of non-acceptance over how things are. Let me do the Devil in the immediate future. The Nine of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. There's some sort of an unhealthy pattern that's coming through for you, and the minute it shows up, you don't recognize it. You don't want to accept it. You're like, no, that's not true. I don't do that, no. But that's normal. I mean, that's, human nature. We're not going to see the things we're doing that are harming ourselves. No, we're going to be like, no, I don't do that. What's wrong with you? I would never do that. Yeah, we always do. But even with the resistance here and, with this kind of a instinctual kind of response to it, I still see you looking at it, because we do that. We're like, nah, but then it makes us think. It's like, do I do that? Maybe I do. And that's where I see you, okay, maybe I do. Let me start going in that direction. So you're still kind of going to go tackle this, whatever this is. I'm not seeing exactly what this is. Maybe it's going to show up in the reading a little later. But I do see it as being an unhealthy pattern attached to you. So something you're doing on a regular basis without realizing that you're doing. And it's not healthy for you. Let's do the Six of Wands for the supportive energy. For the Six of Wands, you get the Ace of Wands, the Tower, the Two of Cups. There's your heart. It wants to come back. When your heart is going to come back and you're going to unstuck your heart basically from the past. When you start listening to it. When you start feeling what you're feeling and embracing that and listening to it. And I feel like that's what you're doing right here. And it starts to feel great. You're allowing yourself, first of all, to feel what you're feeling, whatever that is. And then you embrace that and then you accept that. Even if it's good, even if it's bad. In this case, it's good because it's reflecting love. And the minute you start feeling that, you start accepting that, it's kind of like freeing your heart, basically, from that place you got it stuck to begin with. Not that you did it on purpose. We never do these things on purpose, Oh, something hurt me, I'm gonna punish my heart and I'm gonna keep it there. I don't need it. No, we're not crazy people, I think. Although we all do it, but no, it's not happening at a conscious level. Let's do the Hierophant in the hidden energies. The Eight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Empress. Yeah, there's still some things about this connection that I don't even know if it's around anymore, in all honesty. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, I don't know. But there's still some things that are bugging you that you want to know the answers to whatever involving the situation. There's that place in which we kind of torture ourselves with, what is this about? Why is this happening like this? Why did they show up now? Why didn't they show up? Blah, 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 the mind. And then there's that place of, oh, okay, that's how it showed up for me? Cool. Is there something next? I don't know. You know, that place of acceptance of how things are, how things showed up in the way that they did. So I see you kind of crossing from that place of in the mind into a more, okay, peaceful kind of a place for you, into a more acceptant place, which is looking a whole lot better. And yeah, a lot of that contributes to your belief system, to your, you know, how you are used to possibly question everything and blah, 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 until you drove yourself mad. And just to drop it and just to accept that things show up in the way that they did because they do. You know, there is no real answer to why something happens, and even if there were, what would that do for us, you know, if we found out that answer? I knew it, I was right. Freaking ego. So what if you were right? How does that change the situation? You know what I mean? So it's like, at some point it becomes pointless. It becomes a charge, energetical charge that maybe you don't need. I don't think you need that. I don't think any of us need that. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's that passing from into, okay, it is what it is. Let's do the Six of Swords in your hopes and fears. The Seven of Wands, the Star, the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, this, whatever this is that feels in a way that keeps you stuck, part of you at least, you're starting to walk away from it. And it makes sense. The minute you start, you know, accepting how you feel, embracing that, everything starts shifting. So you're starting to go on a path that actually leads you to your own desires, your own dreams, even though you may not even have those predetermined, like, oh, this is what I want, or this, no. But it's that path that's going to take you to that place where you're going to be like, oh, okay, this is what I wanted. You know, so, man, you're resistant here through these things. There's always a hint of resistance there. As things open up, as things shift, almost like, well, I don't want for things to change, even though you do. The bigger part of you does want for things to shift here. Let's do the Knight of Cups in the potential outcome, the Chariot, the Five of Wands, the High Priestess. Okay. There's something opening up for you here, and I feel like you're having a hard time connecting to your intuition. In terms of, I feel like your heart is starting to lead you in a particular direction. And when that happens, you start conversing with your intuition, and you may not like what your intuition has to say. You know, there's a little bit of conflict there in between you and your own intuition. So either you don't like what your intuition has to say, or that may not be your intuition. That may be what you think is your intuition. Keyword being think. So yeah, when you feel this, you know, okay, my heart is telling me to go in that direction, try to listen as much as you can to your heart, even when the mind tries to interfere, you know, because the mind might, if there's a little bit of conflict there between you and your intuition, I see that as the mind trying to interfere. So let's see what the universe has to close it off. The Empress, the Ten of Wands, the Four of Cups. Yeah, you're slowly but surely, you're stepping into your power. You're stepping back into that place of knowing within yourself. It's very difficult because of these little but multiple aspects of resistance on your side. For some reason, they're here. You're usually not showing up like this, so resistant to things. That's usually more of a mark of a fixed sign, but For some reason, this time around, you're like, but you're still going there. So even with the resistance, you're still going there. You're just making it a little harder for yourself. So, cool. Let's see the Shaman's Dream. Let's close off with a Oracle card. Oopsie-doops. You get the Sky Bridge, possibility for union. Let's see. You stand before a seemingly unbreachable abyss, and there is no possibility of retreat. The path behind you is no longer a viable option. You have to act soon, though, or you run the risk of being stuck at the edge of the cliff. Life has brought you to this moment to offer you as yet undreamt of possibilities. But you must no longer postpone what you know to be inevitable. And yes, you are allowed a breath or two before the leap. So take a bit of time to yourself. Get away for a day or two of contemplation, or even for just a few minutes. Walk to clear your head. Muster your courage so that you may cross the Sky Bridge. Yeah, so there's... In all honesty, I see this as, I know you could get all excited about that union part, but I see this as the bridge back to yourself. But, that's just me. You can take it. I usually leave these up to you guys to interpret, but sometimes they kind of jump at me. I'm like, okay, I'll give in my 2 cents. But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.